Okay, my grasshoppers, on this next videotape analysis, I'm going to be talking about the first move of the forehand ground stroke. And I'm going to show you one of the biggest myths out there is to take the racket back right away. It's probably the worst tip in the world to take your racket back early. Unless you're a complete beginner, you don't want to do that. You want to turn your shoulders early by keeping both hands on the racket. You're not hitting hand on the throw of the racket. Now I'm going to roll down the top 8 guys in the world, plus I'm going to add about 12 other pros, men and women, to show you the common fundamental of the first move is to keep the left hand on the racket. So let's start with Roger Federer right there. The first move, when he sets up, moving or not, the left hand is going to stay there, and there's the first move. Let's go to Rafael Nadal. First move, both hands turn, the racket stays right there. We're going to move to Mr. Novak Djokovic right there. Watch how from the ready position right there, he's going to turn his shoulders and the left hand stays on the racket. And once it lets go, so this is we're going to go for the next move, is once they let go, they're going to continue on to the stroke. So pretty much your stroke begins after the first move. This is Andy Murray right there. When I was in London a couple weeks ago, watch your first move right there. Both hands on the racket and turn. And once all of those players let go of the left hand, that is when the stroke begins. There is Juan Martín del Potro right there, first move, both hands on the racket, and once they let go, they will begin the swing. I'm going to go to the number 7 player in the world right there, which is Davydenko. Watch the left hand right there, first move. Once again, the left hand stays on the racket and they're going to let go, and the stroke will begin from that point. That is the key. And there's Andy Roddick right there. When I was in Miami last year, right there, first move. He has a huge forehand and probably one of the biggest scorers in all the guys I just showed you, because look how long that left hand is going to stay on the racket. This is Mr. Tsonga right here, same thing, first move. Now we're also the first move. Now the common denominator on all those first moves right there, okay, I'm not going to go back and rewind the tape, is their weight is on the back foot on all of them. Right when they let go of the racket, they're all backloading, and it's from that point that they're going to release the racket, and that is from that point right here. I mean, I stopped the tape on the edited the tape to stop it right here. Is as soon as they let go, that's it. The stroke begins then. And what you want to do, but pretty much what they do from there, and I'm going to go two new players where they use knee right there. Watch the left hand on the racket. And once they let go of the left hand, that's it. The stroke begins. So the key to a successful forehand is 1/3 of the stroke is the shoulder turn, as I just showed you right there. And 2/3 is blend into the backswing and the forward swing onto the point of contact. And that is how you want to develop a nice, fluid forehand. There is Gary Monfils right there. Watch how long he's going to keep that left hand on the racket, keep it, and once he's going to let go, that's it, the stroke begins. Same thing, Hewitt right there, less intensity because he's warming up, but watch how long that left hand is going to stay on the racket. So if you want to develop a nice, smooth, continuous forehand, that is what you should try to do. I'm going to go to a couple of women right there and show you what their first move is. Very similar to the guys. Watch Honchakova on the left right there. Watch how long that racket stays on the left hand stays on the racket, and watch the footwork right there. Watch what the weight is right there. Bam, back loading. Watch Maria right there. Boom, when she's running for this ball right there, and when she's letting go, watch where the weight is on the back foot right there. And that is how you will develop not only a powerful forehand, but a smooth forehand. Don't chop your stroke and take your racket back and just stop. You want to turn your shoulders first. That's the preparation. So all these players I just showed you right there. Let's finish up with Verdasco, and I don't know who else I have up there. I mean, I just have a ton and ton, just more and more. Here we go, 2 more. Let's go with David Nalbandian right there from the rear right there. Watch the first move right there, regardless if you're moving or standing still. First move. Let's watch Verdasco right here. First move. I mean, I sound like I'm doing an infomercial right here, but that's what his first move is the same. All these guys and women have different looking strokes, okay? Slightly different grips, slightly different takebacks, but what they all have in common, every single one of them, what they all have in common is what they do with their non-hitting hand. And it's the first move, it stays right there, boom. We'll finish up with these two guys. And it is from that point, okay, watch again where the weight is right before they hit it. And it is from that point that they will take their racket back and blend it into the backswing, into the point of contact, and follow through. All right, so hopefully I made my point pretty clear right there. The first move in the forehand, which is your upper body coil, is to go ahead and keep both hands on the racket, turn your shoulders, even if you're running or not, forward, back, sideways, wherever you have to go, my grasshoppers, okay? Keep that non-hitting hand right there on the racket when you're moving. Hold it, and when you let go of that hand, your weight should be on your back foot like Rafael is right there, or like Roger is right there, and from that point forward, that's it. You just drop and release. All right, so hopefully I shedded some light on the preparation part of the stroke, and you can get more tips like this on my website, www.tennis.chain.com. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you'll get a smoother and more powerful forehand.